to this week's YouTube video. Today I'm going to be talking all about our shoulders, these things. Shoulders are really important in our yoga practice. We ask them to do a heck of a lot. We ask them to be really mobile, we ask them to be stable, we ask them to be strong. So there's a heck of a lot going on there. Our shoulders are actually probably our most mobile joint in our body. They're actually only attached by one piece of bone, and that's our collarbone across the front of our chest here. The shoulder blade through the back is attached through a series of different muscles, including our rotator cuff, and then we've got the attachment into the ball and socket joint and the bone of the top of our arm. So we tend to be tight in one range of motion or another, or we tend to be really mobile and not so strong there. So today I'm going to show you a few different drills to do as part of your practice, whether you do them in isolation at home or whether you do them in your classes and in your home practice too. So you're going to need two pieces of equipment. The first one is a yoga strap. So you can use an actual yoga strap, or if you don't have one of these, you can use a belt or even a broomstick, something like that. And the second thing is a block, something to sit your bum on. So we're going to start with a block just underneath the seat bones, right on the edge. Now that helps with just lifting the seat slightly, which helps you feel more stable and stacked through the spine. You take your yoga strap or belt, pop one end in the hand and just wrap it around a couple of times because it really hurts when you bash yourself in the knuckles, and I don't want you to do that. And you take your strap in between your first and your second finger on each hand and set the distance about as wide as your legs are. Send that tailbone away. Take an inhale. Start to float the strap up and overhead and all the way back behind you, keeping the tension on the strap. You might be like, oh, my shoulders don't do that, but it's all good. Inhale, come all the way back up, and exhale, go all the way back down. Now, if your arm starts to buckle and bend, take your hands a little bit wider and work with a little bit less range of motion on those shoulders, just kind of giving you a bit more room for where you are. But wherever we are, wherever our hands are, we keep inhaling, taking the hands up overhead, and exhale, keeping the tension coming all the way back behind you. Working here with our own breath. I maybe do 10 sets of these, I would say. And keeping those ribs tucked in, keeping the tailbone away. Just moving with your breath, moving as smoothly and steadily as you can. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, all the way up as we inhale and down as we exhale. Come all the way back up, making this your last one. Float the hands down. We're going to pop that strap off to the side. We're not going to use that again. That goes over there. Hands come down onto the lap and just start to draw little tiny circles with those shoulders. Starting smaller, rolling backwards first. Then we get bigger and bigger. It's like we want to basically really shove the shoulders up, let them roll the way down and then come forwards again. So it's like we're drawing around the edges of our range of motion. So it'll feel like quite juicy and quite strong, squeezing those shoulder blades together. So we go forwards a few times, backwards a few times, and then we start to go forwards. So one range of motion might feel a little bit more comfortable than the other, but just go along with it. Starting smaller, then getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Then come back to centre. Take the right hand up and overhead. Drop the hand back behind you. Take the left hand on top of the elbow and drop that hand, the right hand down the middle of your back. You might choose to just grab some clothes there. You might be able to float your left hand behind you and tickle your fingers together. Maybe getting a bit of a grab. If you've got the grab wicked, pushing the head back into the forearm on that right hand side. Feeling a bit of a stretch into the upper arm on the right hand side as well. So if you haven't got the grip, just grab the clothes, that's totally fine. I can do this one side and not the other, so our bodies are weird, not symmetrical, they're completely asymmetric. Taking a couple of breaths there. Then change, float the hands back down onto the lap. Taking up a few rolls forwards and backwards. And we inhale, take the left hand up. Pop the right hand onto the elbow. And very gently draw that arm back behind us, keeping those ribs knitted in. So you might choose to just stay here on this side. You might choose to float the hands. You can see, look, right hand's miles away this side. Still good. So maybe you can grab close. Wherever you are, you're pushing the head lightly back into the forearm, just intensifying the stretch in the upper arm on that left hand side. Just working here, breathing in and breathing out. Really nice. Okay, float the hands down. I'm going to get rid of our block. Say bye-bye to that as well. Goes over there. Come forwards to an all fours position. Having your fingertips pointing forwards. First fingertips pointing forwards. Hips over the knees. Flat feet, but my knees are cranky, so I'm tucking them. Don't do that, it's a bit naughty. But you can do it if you want, it's fine. Take an inhale, release that right hand. Take a stretch up to the ceiling, stretching through the front of the chest. Right hand goes underneath left, right hand side of the face finds the mat. Just breathe here. Option to release the left hand up to the ceiling, wrap it all the way around into your hip crease, rolling that left shoulder up, the right shoulder under, starting to work into the back of our shoulder here. Breathing in and breathing out, and then change. Release that left hand all the way down, take an inhale. Release the right hand up, take a stretch. Right hand down, inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, left hand goes underneath right. Left side of the face on the mat, roll the right shoulder up, left shoulder under. Option to release your right hand, stretch up to the ceiling, wrap it round into the hip crease. Keep rolling that right shoulder up and the left shoulder under. Just breathing in and breathing out, working with what you've got. Maybe this side feels a bit more sticky, maybe it's a bit more comfortable. Just working with what you've got. Breathing in and breathing out. Then change. Release the right hand up to the ceiling and then down onto your mat. Inhale, press the right hand down. Release the left, sweep it out to the side, final stretch here. Drop it down. Just breathe in your tabletop and start to walk the hands forwards. Melting the chest down towards the mat. Maybe the forehead and the nose finds the mat. In our melting heart pose. Options here. You can stay with the hands flat on the mat or off the edge of your mat like mine are. Maybe you can take one hand onto the base of this nape of neck, maybe two. Hands into prayer. They're just intensifying through that shoulder. Taking a few breaths here. Just breathing in and breathing out. Maybe letting the hands come back down. You may be pressing into the hands, lifting the forearms away from the mat. Start to lift the head and slide all the way through onto our belly. Let the left arm go out towards the left. Spider up the fingertips of the right hand, just by your shoulder. Have both legs long behind you. We're going to roll onto our left side with our left hand out behind us. Lie the head down onto your mat. Your right hand's just going to sit in front of your chest. If you would like a little bit more, you can bend your right knee and slide your right leg up the left and balance maybe on the calf or the inner thigh. Or the foot can come behind you off your mat. And then maybe you can release the right hand up and over, making a little fist. Interlacing your fingers, crossing your thumbs, just intensifying a little bit more if you've got more of a range of motion there. Breathing in and breathing out. Releasing the fingers, let that right hand come back down to the mat. Right leg stacks on top of left. Roll all the way into the belly. Let the right arm go out towards the right and we roll all the way into our left side. Left hands are going to be like a little teepee, stacking the left leg on top of the right. Maybe slide that leg up, maybe onto the thigh, or you can drop it behind you if that's more comfortable. Take an inhale, release the left hand up towards the ceiling, and maybe getting the right and left hand to touch into a fist there. Keeping the head down on the mat the whole time. Just breathing in starting to release. Left hand comes all the way down, left leg comes back. There's a stack, come back to your belly. I'm going to push ourselves back into a tabletop. Just taking a breath there. From our tabletop, start to rock the weight forward, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and pop up into a plank. So the shoulders are in line with the hips, in line with the heels. Then drop your knees down. Turn the elbow creases forwards. Keep the gaze down at the mat. Start to lower down. Hovering the nose, hovering the chest. Push back up. Building a bit of strength here, taking 2 more. Dropping all the way down. Hover the nose, hover the chest. Push back up. Third and final. Hover the nose and the chest. Push back up. Curl yourself back up to seated. Taking a few breaths here. I'm just going to spin around so you can see me. And just closing that little practice off there. Just breathing in and breathing out. Starting to blink the eyes open. And just sitting comfortably. So that was a little short few drills that you can do. You can either link them together like I did, or you can watch this video, make a note of them, and come back to them later on. That's totally cool, whatever you want to do. So thank you for watching today. As always, absolutely appreciated. It's been a pleasure sharing this video with you. If you like what you see and you enjoy watching my videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel. See you next time. Bye.